Welcome to Stockdogs Unleashed. Get ready for another episode where we dig deep into ranching life and the world of the working dog.
From the ups and downs of handling cattle to training the perfect stock dog, we're sharing it all.
We'll be telling some crazy stories, offering tips and tricks, and of course throwing in a little bit of humor along the way.
Whether you're working on the ranch or just love hearing about it, there's something here for everyone.
So sit back, grab your coffee, and let's get this episode rolling.
Okay, welcome to Stockdogs Unleashed. We're out here in Spanish Fork area with Jed Corless.
Yeah, how's it going, Jed?
Good. How about you guys?
Good. I've been looking forward to getting you on for a while, so this is a good big deal for me, and I'm sure Chance too. So
Super excited.
Good.
yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I've lived here my whole life. We run cows in an association. Got 3 kids, 11, 9, and 6.
Oh yeah, they're go-getters too. Today we were doing a little dog work, and they're out there, and they see something need to be done. They're good kids.
Yeah, they're good kids.
Yeah, they are really good kids. And we did a little dog working today with you, and that's fun.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It was exciting. So I there's lots to dive in on that. Chances.
Just keep going, dude.
Yeah.
I'm working it out.
Oh yeah, good. And but yeah, no, I've been struggling with some things, and I've been wanting to get down here with you guys and work some dogs, and that was a blast. And
Oh, dude, I love when you talk about that kind of stuff. What was you struggling with?
I was struggling with just I was getting my dogs pretty reactive, and I'd get elevated, they'd get elevated, and we just kind of tornadoed, and it showed in the dogs that I bring today for sure. And I was real happy to get your advice, and you and Richard's, and it was really good, and learned to soften my voice, soften my movements, and it changed 180 degrees within seconds of the dog's work. So that was a big thing. And we worked our comp dogs today, and that was one of the things that she was bad. I was elevated, and you can see how not to do it in the video. And then hopefully the next video that we make, you can see how I softened a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
And we jumped forward a lot. So
I'm super stoked because I've never got to come work with Jed yet and Richard. But what I found was amazing is I've been working dogs with you quite a bit, and I thought you were quite soft spoken until he asked you to get less, and your dogs got less, and I was like, well, we should have known that, but I would have never guessed that he was being. But that's the level his dogs know, so they were excited off of him. Mm-hmm. So he needed to lessen himself, and I was like, holy cow! I didn't even. Because he's not generally a loud trainer.
No, he's pretty quiet.
Yeah, and so once he started talking to his dogs, where we couldn't even hear what he was saying, then they were just beautiful.
Just beautiful.
Yeah.
It changed immensely, and their whole brain thought, their thoughts were just so much. They softened with my voice instantly.
Soft and pliable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
What got you into dogs? How did you come about? How did you fall into this expensive hobby? Or work, actually?
So my family, we've always had kind of the better end dogs in our area. And when I graduated high school, I moved to Moab and went to work for a ranch for Heidi Red. And Whit Hill was the ranch manager, and he had 3 or 4 really nice Kelpie dogs. And for my upbringing, a nice dog was a dog that would actually go in the brush and bring a cow out. And that was a good dog.
Right.
Like, that was all I knew. There wasn't, like, the internet was just getting going. You could find videos, but I had no idea what you could actually do with a dog. And working for Whit, he taught me a lot of my stockmanship. He had this old hybrid. He was half Kelpie, half Border Collie, maybe a little bit of something else in there. But it's the smartest dog I've ever seen to this day. We gathered probably, I don't know how big it would have been, 600 or 800 acre pastures, this kind of river bottoms. And we get coming up across flat, and Whit's his dogs are 3 specks behind a few cows. And Whit's a really quiet, he's really quiet, doesn't add any excitement to anything, doesn't speak loud. And he looks at his dog, and 100 yards past that dog, there was a cow and a calf come out of the river bottom. And Whit looked at it and said, "Toby, look back." And that dog broke and went and gathered that cow. And from then on, I was just like, I've got to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really what got me into the stock dogs.
Yeah.
And,
And you dove in deep, and you got some
Yes.
of the nicest dogs around, I believe. So it's cool. And you don't go to many trials or anything, but you're using them
Yes.
for working.
99% of my works is on pairs.
Yep. And
Yep.
Which is super neat, and you get going. You do go to trials, and your dogs aren't out of place.
No, they fit in. Yeah. Yep.
Where did Whit learn to work dogs like that?
So Whit ended up buying way back when I was a little kid. Roy and Richard were friends, and Roy came and did a couple clinics with Richard and his brother Jesse. And I believe that Whit bought a dog off of Jesse, Richard's brother, and he just monkeyed with it and played with it, but he used them constantly. And Whit doesn't like break down training like we do, but he uses them so consistently that those dogs started to figure stuff out. I mean, they were pretty fancy dogs,
Right.
I mean, even to today's standards.
Yeah.
Like he says, he wasn't a dog trainer, but he knew.
Yeah.
I think him and Richard being really close friends, Richard was always in the dogs.
Yep.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. Yep.
What? So, what was the first dog you got? Where'd you start?
So way back, I think I had my first personal dog was, I think he was a part healer. Like he was just
You poor bastard.
yeah. Yep. That was about the only thing that'd bite a cow around here,
Yeah.
I mean, the border collies, they go out and dance back and forth 100 yards from a cow, pretty much scared to death,
Yep.
When
I first got introduced to it, my brother was like, "You need border collie," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I'd never seen a border collie that bit anything. Anything.
No.
And then my brother shows up with these alligators, and I was like, "Oh man,
Yep.
I can get hold of this.
I can do this.
Yeah, this I can get along with."
Yeah. So I had that healer crossed up thing, and then I ended up with a Idaho shag or two here and there, and they were just sick'em dogs, but they'd move stuff out of the brush and help you a little bit. And I believe I was like a junior in high school. Well, let's see. Nope, I got to step back. I bought one of Whit's dogs after I graduated high school. He was getting a job somewhere else and didn't have quite as much need for that many dogs. So he let me buy a dog named Joe from him. He was a black and tan Kelpie, really coyote acting. I owned him for, probably 2 months before I ever pet him on the head. Like, he'd jump in the truck. If you saddle on a horse, he'd be right there with you. You'd load him in the trailer with the horse. Like, you didn't mess with him. Like, he was there to work. Yeah, so I got that dog, and then I ended up, you got one dog that you can do something with. You got to buy another one. So Richard was in the Kelpies at that point, and I bought a yellow dog, named him Richard, and figured I'd never bought, buying a puppy, like forever they'd been free, that was all I had. Mm-hmm. And I got that dog, and Richard helped me a little bit, left and right. Really good-natured dog with a lot of bite and a lot of power, but good-natured. Like, So I thought, oh, this is cool. You know, I can stop him when he bites and he'll lay down. He goes left, kind of. He goes right, kind of. And just kind of, that was kind of the start.
Yeah. And
Is that the yellow Kelpie that? Because somebody just told me like the first time you showed up to a Roy Cox clinic, you had a yellow Kelpie. Is that a different one?
This is a different
Oh,
one.
okay.
This one, that one was not quite as biddable. Like
Yeah.
he was kind of an adrenaline junkie. He ran over the top of me, something terrible.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
So as you got into him more, you got into more aggressive.
I got a more aggressive
Yeah.
dog. Well, he probably wasn't as tough as the old original Richard dog, but he was adrenaline driven, and I'd get excited, and he'd get excited, and then stuff was getting yanked down, and just a train wreck, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And I just kept asking Richard questions, and Richard was kind of in the dogs, kind of out of the dogs, had a pile of little kids, didn't really have time to help me. And so I ended up with a dog that was a wreck.
Yep.
Yeah.
what changed you over to Border Collies?
Richard, right when I started to get into this, Richard had Walker, and Walker had as much power as the old Kelpie dogs that I was used to. And I thought, heck, he's excited about it. He seems willing to teach me. And so I jumped on the bandwagon.
Yep.
Pretty much been there since.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see a Kelpie today that you worked.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. It was
Yep.
a nice dog.
I thought that was kind of funny because you're saying, well, yeah, he's had this old Border Collie Kelpie cross. And I was like, I seen one of those today.
Yeah, I'm back at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dog came from Wit. He's so his female is Oliver Roy's old lines. I don't know how Wit came about this female, but he crossed her onto a Moss son that he's had, just tried and true, good old ranch dog. And yeah, now we've got us a half blood.
Yeah. Looks good too.
Yeah, he's a nice dog.
He's a nice dog. He's
Yep.
pretty savage too, from what I heard. I've never seen him step out of line today, but
No, he minds his manners really well, and yeah, has a lot of thought. But I think I don't think he's going to let me down.
no. He's not too far off a year old.
Right at a year.
Yep. That's cool. Yeah, that was a big thing for me when I come out and we start seeing Jed. And he's like, how old's that one, Jed? He's like, it's a year. How old's that one? 14 months. It's like, I'm glad that I'm not in a competition with that dude.
Oh, thank you.
They look good.
Yeah.
Their frame of mind, you're a master at keeping their mind
Thank you.
correct. And it's awesome. It really is.
So you haven't been doing a bunch of dog trialing, but you dang sure showed up and laid down a clinic at the showdown. Or what, not the showdown, the shootout.
Shootout, yeah.
Yeah, the
DJ
shootout, I
shootout.
lucked out. Yep. Took Cinch up there. This is his first time to town. He's never been anywhere but here in the mountain. Maybe been to Richard's house once or twice.
Don't take him to Petco.
He'll make me buy the merchandise he urinates on.
Yeah.
No, you didn't get lucky. That thing you put on a show, that dog was phenomenal. He looked good.
Thank you.
Looked good. You how far did you make it? Didn't you make it?
Made it to the eight. The top eight.
Top
Yeah.
eight. Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
That is.
Yeah, and the no fault of the dog. That was definitely handler error.
It's hard not to get excited in there.
Dog trailer.
Yep. No, you look good. And there's a lot of other people in there that you beat. So, and I was one of them. So yeah, thanks for saying I'm worse than.
No, like, I got lucky, and Travis got beat out way before me.
Yeah, no, you were really good. That was cool, and that's the one thing that is really neat. Because a lot of the trial world is very correct, crisp, and then when you go home and you're working on the ranch, I'm guilty of it myself. It's like, it's not as bad. Like there's 200 of them there. He messed up. It's whatever. But
Yeah.
your dogs pull off the farm and go straight to town, and you place with the big dogs. And you're like you said, you're not experienced trialer.
Yeah.
And you got a dog like that, capable, like that in that. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. same conversation as with the guys that are going down the road doing it a lot. So
Yeah.
that's cool, really cool.
Yeah, so my dogs, I hold them to a higher standard here at home, working my own cows, than I would at a trial. Like that's my paycheck.
Yep.
You're not gonna mess this up. Like
Yep.
you're gonna mind, and we're gonna do this right, and we're gonna do it my way.
Well, and how much does it come down to the fact that you love the process?
Oh, absolutely. Love
I
it.
mean,
Obsessed.
anybody that makes a dog look like your dogs look, you have to enjoy what it actually took to get it there.
Oh, yeah.
So you're out here fiddling around, making them just
Yeah.
dead on, because that's the process you're enjoying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's if you're going to ride a horse, you might as well ride a nice one, right? I mean, I feel like the dogs is the same way. And the payoff on the way your cattle react and handle and the ease of doing things, it pays you dividends. I mean, there's nothing's running. You don't have to fix fence.
Don't have to fall in a badger hole with your horse.
Yeah, it's I don't have to get on a horse and be on a cold-backed horse and trot down to catch some cows. I can squeak my way by the horse and send the dog, and yeah, just it's worth every hour. It saves me on the end of things. It saves me hours of work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have people that will, avoid working their dog because they don't want to mess it up. And I try to tell them, just get in there. Do anything is better than doing nothing.
Anything is better than nothing.
You're working on him. Even if you make some mistakes, your dog's going to be better and you will appreciate it. And so will the dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every bit of it. Even if they're doing it a little wrong, he's doing it better than he was doing it yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's well worth getting in there and putting some effort into them.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You get paid back every minute you put back in them.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I do admire about you. The dogs are alligators hidden in sheep clothing. Because I watched a female today that looks pretty bitey go down, get into where she could have been really naughty.
Oh yeah, what was her name?
Lily.
Lily.
And what's her breeding?
So she is a Butch Jackie. So Butch is the Moss son. He's a Moss Grace. And then Jackie is a JJ.
Oh, let me think. Jackie. What is she?
Jackie was a JJ daughter.
JJ Claire.
Was it a JJ Claire?
Is she a Claire?
I can't remember.
Oh man. But I could tell you, find something else to talk about.
But yeah, that was she was in and out. She's alligator, but she's hidden. And your way of doing these dogs, like they're in my hands or lots of people's hands, they'd be a trouble. But how you can create that mindset to just be, I'm here but if you don't move, I will bite hard.
Yeah,
and it's really cool to see. Something for me to try to go towards is what I plan on doing it. So
yeah,
she is a JJ Claire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, I think. So I'm excited to go home and put into practice my little soften myself. But I'm worried that no one will hear me.
Oh, I think a person.
Nobody needs to, but your dog.
Yeah.
I think a person that's a trainer needs to focus on their self as much as they do. And, I'm just a hobbyist. Like, this is what I do for release, to have fun. I enjoy it. But I work on myself as much as I do those dogs.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's something I try to do, but I'm pretty stupid. So when people point it out, it's easier.
Yeah.
And when Chance points it out,
I was going to say, really?
Yeah.
When people point it out?
Chance says it, I just like...
I might say stupid too much. So he turns a blind ear to me or something.
Grow up,
Deaf
Chance.
ear.
I don't want your competitive advice against me. So it was really neat sitting down, and it's funny how the dog trainers, when they're working their dogs, good or bad, all their dogs look the same.
Yeah.
And the holes that they have, myself, and I go in waves. It's the craziest thing. Like one time I'll be like, oh, this is not good. And then the other one I go too far or the other way. It's such a fine line to balance and critique. And when you're being hard on yourself, like I'm not doing them justice, but the dog's getting good, but it's just not what you expect. And you're always mad at yourself, and it's a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah, it's a roller coaster. And like days like today are priceless.
Yeah.
Like we can all get together, we'll work a dog, we'll have a 5 to 10 minute discussion about that work and have 5 different opinions.
Well, and you're in the middle of it, and you're getting 4 different angles.
Yeah, and no one
Everybody
is
else
getting offended with
Yeah.
just throwing out the ideas.
Yep.
Like everybody just takes it in stride and,
Yep.
you know, which one makes more sense? Because honestly, none of us really know. Like
Yeah,
we're going with our
opinion.
best opinion, like our best thought
Yep.
of what's happening.
Yep, exactly.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I've said a bunch that the dog you're working now is the result of the last dog you worked.
Oh, absolutely.
But that goes back to you saying you're always working on yourself, and it's like, oh man, look what I did to this dog. I gotta try and not do that in this
Not
next
do
one.
that. Yeah. What's Royce always say? Do it once, shame on them. Do it twice, shame on me.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I mean, he also says, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yep.
Yeah.
I may be insane in that part of it.
We all are.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, it was really good, and we've seen some. I grew as a trainer, like working towards something today.
Yeah.
I think so. That
Yeah.
helped me a lot, and
Well, it helps too that we've all been to Roy Cox clinics. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if Roy says it, it's gospel.
yeah,
Like years ago, I decided I can't call my dog to me as good as he can. There's nothing about a dog that I can do as good as him. So you're my master.
Yeah.
Like, I hang on every word he says.
yep, and I think it's good advice.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, it's awesome because I love when you can get somebody else's dog out, and you could have walked in there with any of my pups and worked them just like I did. 'cause
absolutely.
it's
Like
similar
any of
thinking.
us could have worked any of our dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it makes it nice.
It does.
it all clicks together, kind of.
Yeah.
Know where they're at, and helps it. It makes it easy on the dog too.
It's really easy for the dog to switch over to a new owner as long as they've been around Roy, been to a clinic.
Or being around someone that's doing it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really, they swap over really easy. Roy's, he's just been awesome. You know, I started going to those clinics and I was looking for advice and, how do I do this? And I'm lucky enough to call him one of my best friends,
Yep.
Yep, he's really taken me under his wing and taught me how to think about what's going on, not just telling me, your dog's doing this, you need to do this. He'd say, why? Why is your dog doing this? Honestly, I'm sitting there thinking, I have no idea, But when he gets your mind pliable, just like the state of mind we want these dogs to be in, I mean, Roy's an open book. I don't think he would keep a secret from any of us.
No, I don't think so either. And that's a hard one to find.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's been awesome.
So when you go out, go up to the mountain to work go through the cows and move them or from permit to permit or whatever. How many dogs are you taking, and do you use them all at once, differently, separately? How do you go? What's your average day of working dogs on the mountain?
Normally, I would just have one dog with me. If I'm running a couple, if I have 2 older dogs that aren't going to feed off of each other, heck, they don't even watch each other while you're working, I'll take them in case where we're running an association, those cows are pretty good at running off dogs. And I've had a couple instances where I've had a dog get down and I can't quite get to that dog, but the other dog can get there. So if it works out, I'll take 2 dogs, but most of my dogs, I just take one.
Yep.
And I'm careful when I use them. A lot of those cows don't like having constant contact with a dog. That's not the way they're run. And so it goes better if the dog stays under my stirrup and I use him as I need him.
Yep.
You know, yeah, our cows here at home, when we trail them up on the mountain, there's a couple kids, me and my dad, and 2 dogs.
That's
and
cool.
none of us leave the asphalt.
Yep.
You're going for a nice ride.
That's nice.
Yeah, I do have to keep those dogs back. Now my kids are getting older. I take the fun out of it for them. They're like, oh yeah, we're herding a cow.
We're out here watching Dad's dogs herd
and
cows.
following 2 dogs. You know, it's like it's not fun. So I had to kind of change that. You know, where in the beginning it was, I need this dog to help me do the job because I'm doing it from the pickup seat.
Yep.
Because the kid's in the little carrier.
Yep.
But now I'm kind of.
And they go getters, so
Hadley does not take it to, hey, stay here, let the dog get it. And she's like, no, I'll go through whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yep.
I'm on the other side of the spectrum. My kids are old enough that they're all moving on with their lives.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy cow, I'm running out of help. And that's
Yeah.
what really spurred me into getting into dogs.
Well, that's those dogs. You can be in 2 places at once, you know, and as long as that dog's pliable, you can handle those cows exactly how you want them handled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like the idea what you said about taking a couple dogs, even though one dog can do the job.
Yes.
But having one there as a safety net if something happens, or you can send it a different way and use it for a different reason. And I like that, having a few there just for that. But having the type of dog that can do it by itself, but just is there to having another one in case something goes on, you can have a little backup if you need it.
Yeah. No, I watch those dogs close. Like if I see a dog, you send him and he glances at the other dog, we're done taking 2 dogs. Like there's an insecurity there. We're going to work on this.
Yep.
You know, we're not working. And it's mainly the 2 dogs is usually when I have an older dog that's kind of it's the end of his working career for me. Mm-hmm. And that you just don't want to lose those. You have
feelings.
They're worth so much.
Yep.
They're part of your family.
Yep.
You don't want them beat up.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah. So back when I had a Walker Grace and Hank Oak. They were my first 2 that I trained under Roy. When those 2 got towards the end of their career, that was when I finally felt like, okay, I can take 2 because I got Boone's crushed. There was 4 cows camped on him, and I couldn't get to him.
Yeah.
Like I figured, bye Boone, you know.
Yep.
And if I'd have had another dog there,
Give
we
him some
could
relief.
have. Yeah, and he bounced right back. He's a Hank. Like they don't care. But yeah.
So when you're talking about a dog getting to the end of its working career, when do you pull the pin and say, all right, your days I'm not taking you on the big days anymore?
Here lately, it's those dogs there's been a market for them. Other people are looking for them. So I haven't had like the old dogs here in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
To me, that he's proven he's pretty much bulletproof that we can go do a job. As long as I have one of those in my kennel, the others can go on the market. They can be for sale.
Right.
And I can bring in the next bunch of dogs, which I enjoy training.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make them a little bit better than the last ones if their training will be better. Not saying the dog's going to be better.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like horses. People do it all the time with horses. They buy 10 colts. They starting them. There might be 3 of them. They're like, this is more colt than I want. I'm going to send it to the guy that likes the little bronchier colt, you know, and they take their picks. And these are the 6 that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy training.
Yeah.
And I can get my money out of, and they'll advance, and they're going to make me money, and they put the time, and it's a side gig that they love.
Yeah.
And then those horses go on to have careers with other people that don't want to start their own horses.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go gather up 6 more, 8 more horses and do it again, you know?
Yeah.
And the dog thing's the same way. You can do that. And it's actually a pretty good little side gig. You know?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. It is. It helps. Every little bit helps, you know.
There's a lot of people out there looking for a good, helpful dog.
Yeah, there is. There's a big need for them. There's always people looking.
Especially when they're as solid and seasoned as the ones you are. I mean, they're not useless. It's just you don't want to put them through the mountain.
They don't. They're better than that. They don't deserve that life anymore.
Yeah,
those association cows can be pretty rough.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Nothing against the cow. She's had a bad taste in her mouth from dogs, and that's the way she's gonna be. You're not gonna fix it.
For people that are listening that might not know, association is you share the mountainside with 7 or 8 other ranchers.
Yep.
And so you can't dog break their cows.
No.
You know, all of them.
Yeah.
You have yours here at the house that are dog broke, and you can work them.
Yep.
But then when it comes to you get up there and share the land with 7 more,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
No, there's just everybody's got a cow that doesn't love the dog.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, everyone, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Who you got?
You're gonna have that, but most of the time, you know, these dogs have enough distance off of the stock that the cow gets the choice. I mean, we're in the brush and that, but if you pick and choose, you know, when you send them around that set of cows at first, you know, those cows start figuring out, hey, I can trust this guy. That white dog, he's gonna sit there, and if I just move away, he's not gonna bite me.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the fun of it, like diving into it, and your passion's in the dogs, and you're there, and you like how the dog makes the cow react and stuff. And then there's other guys, even on the ranch where I'm at, is like the dog goes out there and he's a little bit overexcited, gets in there. The cow does move, but it's not a great experience, and that cow remembers that, and for a long time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it only takes one time, and if that guy is okay with that cow just going, and lots of people are, that's all right. It's just hard when you take your dogs that you don't want to do that, and they have a little fight. So no, I get what you're saying. It's hard to get everyone, but you just can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, that's their herd of cows. They run them the way they want to.
Yep. And that's cool too.
Yeah.
Like, it's however you get it done. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was just wondering about. Like when you start slowing them down, it's like more when they earned the right that you don't. Like a nice horse, I'm not going to go crush rocks on you because you've earned to be doing these nicer meadows or a bit easier.
So when I had Pete, that dog James Butler bought from me.
Yep.
I took Pete and we fraternited him down in Texas, Southwest, and Roy was having kidney stones. I think the second day, Roy's like, he's puking. I mean, doubled over. He was sick.
Yeah.
He tells me and Mike Thompson, hey, you guys are running your own dogs. I can't. And I go down there, and that was when I really learned how good Roy was, because this is a dog that Roy had for 3 weeks of mine that was prepped and ready, I thought, for the fraternity. And Roy awakened a dragon. I mean, this dog, he knocked me down. He ran me over. Like, I was not in the picture, and this is a super biddable, nice dog, I took him to the mountain and used him for a full summer and the fall gather. And that dog was such a clean biter on those type of cows. He would go completely under their head to get to the tip of their nose, because the cow comes pull first. Their nose is tucked. He'd go under their head and just get squashed like a bug. And he was plenty powerful, but I knew, hey, this dog, people ought to see him. Like, he's a nice dog.
And
So
he's risking his life here.
Yeah, like this. We know how this is probably going to end.
Yep.
Yeah, so I called James, talked to him, and James bought the dog.
I was going to bring that up. You've trained a couple of high profile dogs.
Yeah.
What you want to talk about them? Which ones? How many?
So I had Pete. He came from Cody Wright. Cody had a bitch named Sage. She was a Moss Grace, and he was a Walker son, this Pete. He was super nice dog. I was going to dog trials, but I'm not willing to put the work in to be a good dog trailer. That's not a priority of mine.
Yep.
I like going and showing off my dog occasionally, but not one of my main focuses.
Yep.
Yeah, so James ended up with Pete and did amazing stuff. I don't even know what he didn't win with that dog.
Yeah, he was a consistently good dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I don't know if you guys remember Q. Roy carried her around for a while to a lot of his clinics,
Yep.
and she was a good dog. Yeah.
You trained that one?
Yep. Yeah. I had her. Let's see. Mike Bartlett started her. He put 30 days on her. She was a dog that I'd raised, and Brady Daybell took. And I ended up offering Brady. I told him I wanted to own her again. And he said, well, I'll partner with you. You take her and train her. So I trained her and got her quite a ways. Like, she was driving, pretty honest everywhere. And James ended up, he was looking for another dog.
Oh, really?
And he picked up that half interest in her. And he never did trial her, but she's one of my personal favorites. I love that dog.
Yep.
Yeah, James had her and mostly used her for dog breaking his it's not really training stock for him, because I mean, he's just setting up a course and tune up these yearlings so I can put them through a course. Was what he used her a lot for. Yeah. Just
And we talked about her a little bit. She was like a real methodical.
very methodical, really thoughtful. On James's spectrum of the world, she's pretty slow, but he's got some rockets.
Yeah, he's got
you
it.
know?
And you have to, if you're going to compete.
Yeah.
You have to have them.
Yeah, and
at his level, you need a rocket.
yeah, for me, I'm working pairs all the time, so I really don't need that rocket.
And how much does that rocket? How's that fare with pairs?
Yeah, like that's just going to upset some cows.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And they get to zinging and flashing, and that stirs them up quick.
Yeah, it really does. It upsets them. Just the movement of the dog will upset them.
You tell me your opinion. I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, but I can work the exact same cows at my house or on the mountain. And when I get in the sagebrush, my cows get way more on the fight and way more nervous. And I don't know if that's just the way I'm doing it on the mountain wrong, or, but compared to the pasture. And my theory is they can't see that border collie.
They don't know. There's an insecurity there. They don't
flashes.
know where they're at.
Yep.
And it's like, can I trust this dog? Because the whole herding a cow is trust. Like, if you move out of my hula hoop, you don't get bit. If you come into my hula hoop, I'm going to try to crush your nose.
Yep.
But then you take away that view from that cow. I mean,
even if that dog's being giving and being polite, they're sitting there and it's just like, I tried to picture this somewhere, like, to me, it's watching a scary movie. They're seeing them shadow go through the brush, just little glimpses of them, and they're watching it, and they get riled up in a hurry.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like, if I took these cows home to my house, we would just walk across the pasture right now, and I wouldn't even be in the middle of this mix.
Yeah.
But I'm in here trying to mediate between my dog and cows in that brush, you know?
That Melanie female that I've had. She's probably one of the funnest dogs I've ever had. Little bit of a dirty biter, but I got her pretty young. In my training, I wasn't very far along. She's probably my 5th or 7th dog, and she's 3-legged now. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She came around a piece of browse, and that cow was in that little bit reactive state, and come down on her and, just destroyed her back end.
Wasn't she related to that Vivian dog I had?
She was the mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the mother.
Yep.
Yeah, Q was another Melanie. There's a whole pile of them
Gotcha.
that
I remember
turned
that.
out to be really good cow dogs. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's the thing. They get up there in that brush and they can't see that dog, and it just raises the level of adrenaline and everything.
Yeah, no. If the cow can see the dog and has the opportunity just to move away, 90% of those cows are just going to walk. They're not going to come to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that the brush hides them too. I'm with you on that. I think it's just, it pops out of nowhere and they're like, go. And the dog can't put its presence on them until it's right on them.
And they're 2 feet from them. And I mean, it's like, "Ooh, what's that behind me?"
I protect my baby.
Yeah, that's all it was, and ended Melanie's career.
And everything gets wound up because I guess that got crashing through the brush after the dog, and the dog's like, holy heck, I got to navigate this and this cow, and I got a bot, and so it's not as fair, I guess, but it's part of it. You got to navigate it, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That's just how it goes.
Make you appreciate one of them barking dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. What's that? Yeah, I was telling you that saying today, actually. Well, you can bite one, but I can bark at 100.
Yeah.
I forget who told me that, but it was funny.
That's why I don't invite Travis to help me on the mountain.
I only have one barking dog.
I know it.
And I didn't breed her.
Yep.
Didn't come from me.
Zinger.
Yeah.
No, she's good. It's probably, but no, and it's not very bad. So screw you, Chance.
Which
come
one?
to your mountain anyway.
Which one? What are you talking about?
I think I like Cindy.
No.
But she gets a little nervous, but she'll bite and then like But it's been pretty fun with her, putting her in some scenarios and impressed. And she has a good foundation. I didn't do it. But
she's a bit of a weird dog. Like, I don't like barking dogs at all. And it's a nervousness of hers. But she's generally bites 3 times to 1 bark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes she won't bark. She'll just bite. She's just not like a thing. I think it's when she's actively getting more pressure on it. And she creates the fight. And the situations I put her in, she created it.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh God. And she's like, help. But she tries. She's a nice.
She does a good job.
She's a nice dog.
Does work.
Yeah. I had a JJ son. I sold him to Richard's.
Oh.
And he would bark after the bite.
Yeah.
Like a cow would. He
happy about it.
He was a great pairs dog. I mean, awesome. The dog could turn off work, be your buddy, lay on the lawn with the kids. But I mean, he would bite. Mm-hmm. And he'd get in a confrontation. You didn't hear it very often, but you'd be sitting there watching him, and the cow would come out and push on him, and he'd bite her, lay down, and bark. Like, what was that?
Yeah, why?
Like,
why at that point?
Why?
Yeah,
like I've never. Yeah, and he didn't do it a lot, but
I've never seen that at all. That's crazy.
yeah, he was a JJ though. I mean, they're kind of different.
Yeah, and it's
A lot of juice in those dogs.
Yeah,
and I mean it's personal preference, but for me, and the reason like for people listening that maybe don't understand why we don't like barking dogs is I don't like them because I believe once they bark, they'll stir up more cows. The pairs turn back
they
and
turn around
and they'll stop, and that's what I believe. But them guys in New Zealand using them hunterways, they do it, and they're in the trees, and it's with sheep, and I'm sure cows probably bark with that, and they have a command. They actually want them to bark.
Yeah.
And it's personal preference. It's not non-negotiable thing. It's just I don't enjoy it.
Oh, yeah,
and for that reason, that's my reason.
I'm the same way, but I've talked to quite a few range riders, like association riders, and they don't mind a barking dog because they know where the dog's at trying to bring the cows, and they can kick back and go help the dog bring the cows.
Yeah.
And so I
could
see
him
both
having, I
sides
could
of
see
it.
him having a usefulness 100%.
Yeah.
The thing I run into is that I want a dog that can walk in steady and bite with his emotions under control.
Yes.
And generally, when you have a dog that barks, that's a different dog.
Yes.
They can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a dog that can bark that can do a lot of things.
Oh,
but
yeah.
generally, you don't get the same dog in the,
Yeah.
the two things in the same dog.
That's the crazy thing, though. It's in our scenario, in our preference.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go down to Arizona and they have the Catahoulas, and they like them that bark and they got a bite, but they're trying to catch cows that don't want in the desert and the rocks, and they cross over canyons and hide in trees, and they have to know where they are, but they also have to have the power to stop them.
Yeah.
So that's like a combination there that it's
Yeah,
what your scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, but what I said was walk in calmly.
Oh, yeah.
Bite, and that usually doesn't. I haven't seen that.
No,
I
agree.
ever go together.
I
at
agree.
all.
I agree with what
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
I was just saying for like general.
100%. There's a place for him. I guarantee it. Like them blackmouth curs that are circling cattle up. It's cool as hell to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, in the scenario where you needed those would be fun.
Yeah.
But they don't fit
But
my
it doesn't-
scenario. They don't
doesn't
fit my
fit
scenario
me.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd wreck every fence I owned. You know?
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking, because people listen, it's like I have barking dog, and I love it. So you guys are, and it's like no, I if it's in the right
Oh
scenario,
yeah,
great.
If you're using it and it's doing your job, then hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. But that for me, like I'm with you guys, it's like no, usually because it turns the pairs back.
Yeah.
I'm in the scenario, I don't want that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, it just adds to that one reactive cow can turn the other bunch, the part of that bunch,
Make it
into
harder.
reactive. You
Yeah.
know, instead
Excitement
of
breeds
responsive.
excitement.
Yes.
And if the dog starts it, or if the barking makes that cow start it, and then it
Yeah.
just compounds.
Yeah, and there's dogs that bark and they are still flat good dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, they are.
Yeah.
It's just
Personal.
that's what I don't.
No.
it's not for me.
Yep.
No, I think with pairs and just moving them and in the scenarios that I'm in, you've seen it. It's like a dog will bark, and not only does it the ones at the back turn, the lead.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're like, holy heck, what
What is going on?
So it slows everything
Yeah.
down. But people, just personal preference. But that's for people at home listening that wonder why we're talking about we don't want a barking dog.
Yeah,
I've got
just
an
personal
Akbash.
preference.
Anatolian cross at home. That's a barkingest bastard you've ever met in your life, but she's out there doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
Oh,
yeah.
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 No, there's a fun thing for that. But so, you got you're less on dogs than normal.
What's that?
You're less on dogs than
Yeah,
normal.
yeah. I'm down quite a bit. Just the age of my kids, I'm not gonna miss that, and
Just
yeah.
want to take a step back and do a good job on the ones you have.
I want to enjoy the 3 dogs that I'm going to work all winter. You know, like I do take in a few outside dogs, and yeah, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want it to become a job.
Yep.
Like, yeah,
Because it is what you bash. It's your release, so you don't
Yeah.
want to change it to being where it's like, gosh, I don't want to do this anymore. I
Yeah.
don't want to lose that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
no. When all these kennels were full, it was a job, and I wasn't doing the job that I needed to with those dogs. So now I kind of have my numbers where I need them.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. You talk to almost any good trainer, and they're like, they've got this number,
Yeah.
and they're like, this is my happy spot right in this zone. You know.
Oh yeah. No, if I didn't have a job besides this, I'd totally I'd have 40 dogs here and just totally love it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I like to do, but for me to turn out the best, to make that dog the best he can genetically be, this is how many dogs I can have
Yep.
to make them good.
Which I think is
You know.
it's smart. I've tried to slim down myself to try to get something like that. I'm still not there yet. I haven't found maybe it's just one for me.
Well, the hard part too is if you, like me, I don't have a use for a yearling dog, and I don't really have a use for a sheepdog. So I'm looking for this particular little dog. Well, then the sad reality of it, if I prefer female dogs, I might have to go through 25 of those to find the one that fits me.
Yep.
And,
Right.
you know, so you train them for what they are, try to home them to people that
Find somebody that has a good use
Yeah,
for
and-
them, and then try again
Yeah.
with your next one that looks like it has the right
Yeah.
stuff.
you know, like there's a lot of super talented dogs that can go to the trial world.
Yeah.
And
really.
I mean, those calves are pretty easy to move around,
Yep.
and shoot, that's a great home for that dog.
That's not true, Jed, because I have a really hard time moving them calves. They always
I
move in
have
the wrong direction.
Well, and you just look at all the ranchers across the world; they all have a different preference in the amount of strength they need.
Yeah,
Like we was talking about that Kelpie earlier that Travis sold to Canada.
yeah,
I didn't even want to work that dog. I
Yes.
couldn't stand waiting for him to stare the cow down and bring it.
yeah.
But that guy absolutely cried when he lost that dog.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
he would just send him to the east, and he went west, and they were both doing a job, and he knew that dog was going to have something accomplished when he came back. He wasn't waiting on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That dog went up there and just eyeballed cows for months, and that guy was so in love with him because he was actually accomplishing stuff for him,
Yeah.
and he loved it. You know,
Months.
yeah.
Well,
I don't
that's-
know how long did he have him.
Oh, I think you meant eyeballed cows for months. And
No, well, I mean,
got
like,
him in.
the guy used him and worked him for months.
Yeah, he did.
He lost him to a pack of wolves.
Yeah, the
unfortunately.
wolf. I should post a picture of the wolf.
You
That-
should.
that's
That's crazy.
It's a big animal.
Yeah.
He was
6
sending
of them.
that dog so far and just not even talking to him. That dog could go and just start working.
Yeah.
And he knew that dog was going to accomplish something. But he was so far away that wolves come in and got the dog. And he couldn't even remotely get there in time to save him. And they just shredded his dog.
So I was talking to, we had a neighbor. They moved years and years ago, but he's up in Idaho and they have a wolf problem. Mm-hmm. And he said, when you start to figure out that you have a wolf problem, you'll be riding, moving cows, and your dog that's hanging in the back will disappear. And
Really?
he said that's when you start figuring out that
Really?
you've got wolves.
That's
Yeah.
what's crazy. And
So those those wolves must be so big and strong that it's just snap. And
Oh,
over,
yeah, it is.
You know.
Yeah, we might have to post a picture that Travis has. That guy's holding that
Oh,
wolf.
yeah.
It's as big as the guy.
It's as big as the guy.
It is insane.
Yeah.
it's a big animal, which is it's crazy because you got to battle the wolves getting into your cows, and then that's going to make them dog fighters. Like no, and you want them
Yeah.
to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
but then
Protect
that's
your calf.
and that's a one issue from it. And then plus, wouldn't even thought in a million years just moving cows, your dog get attacked.
Yeah.
Like he loved the dog and wasn't doing anything wrong. He's
Yeah.
using the dog to do work, and in daytime
Yeah.
they come out and got him. Like what unlucky circumstances, and it broke his heart. Like it was a big deal to him
Oh,
that
yeah.
that happened.
Some people might not agree, but I think if you've got wolves, you got a wolf problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't even understand what our government's doing.
Yeah.
Makes
No,
no
it's-
sense.
Yeah.
to me.
I'm just glad they're not here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's crazy what they affect. But they are apex predators.
Yep.
And preying on something like it's just
Yeah.
you got to keep your dog so close now, and they can't do the job they're bred to do because you're scared for their safety. Like the next one
Yeah.
he gets, I bet he won't let out of his. Like it'll be.
On top of that, if your dog's sitting underneath your horse, now you're being looked at.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
I have wolf spray. If I was me, I'd have a wolf spray, and that will stop them from coming in.
Yep.
And it comes in a 9mm
Casing. Do you have to cock it before you spray it?
Yeah,
or-
you can spray it as much as
Yeah.
But then I'd probably end up lunch too because I'd probably fall off my horse and then I'd be down there.
Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
shooting is like my dog work and it isn't that great.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
But-
you probably got some questions, don't you?
I
Saved
do.
somewhere?
I do. And it's going to take me a second because the computer's been pretty
Jed's
dead.
been listening to us constantly, so he knows. He's already got the answers memorized.
Oh, he doesn't. Wait.
No, not really.
The,
I do listen. It's not that good.
Yeah, it's like, God, they're arguing again. Turn it down. Kids, this is why you got to listen. All right. Jed, name 3 people you would like to have dinner with, dead or alive.
Oh. Can I have 2 answers?
Yeah, you can have one answer if you want. You can have a 5 answer. Doesn't matter.
Nope. I take for granted all the suppers I have with my wife and kids. But if I could pick anyone, it would be my mother. She passed away 3 years ago. My grandpa Dixon, her dad, and his uncle Selby. I've always heard a lot of really cool stories about Selby. I think it would be really neat to sit down with them and
hear some more.
Hear those stories and ask Mom and Grandpa, are we headed in the right direction with these cows?
Yep.
Or do you approve?
Yep.
You know, like that.
That's cool.
That would mean a lot.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot. And it would probably change your world if you could just get a little stamp of approval from the people that you
that
took
built
over.
this
Yep.
place.
Yeah.
That started what you're doing now.
Yep.
100%.
Well, if you could have a dog over again, who would it be and why?
Ooh, that one's tough. I'd probably have to say every one of them because it would be neat to see where I'm at now in my training, how much better those dogs would have been. Like, I wouldn't have, this dog was great, except he rushes his bite. Oh, this dog was good, but he didn't have an inside flank. This dog, I think I could do a better job on every one of the dogs that I've got.
Yep.
Or had.
I think we was talking about it, a little bit about that on a previous podcast, and it was like, I'm trying to have puppies, and I want another brick. I want another brick, and I never get one.
Yeah.
And it's like, I got to think about it. I don't think I'll probably never, ever get another brick.
Yep.
Because I'm not the same person that raised Brick.
Yeah, so
I don't
he's
even
not
raise him
gonna-
the same. I
Not going
don't
to push on you. He's not going to have the same feel.
You won't even see him.
Yeah.
If it was the same dog, you wouldn't even see him
Yep.
because it's just a whole different training program compared to the dipshit that was dog was putting up with.
If I really had to pin it down, it actually is not one of my dogs. It was one that my dad had. He was a half-blood Kelpie border collie. Mm-hmm. And that dog was extremely smart. And what little bit we knew, it was amazing what you could do with him.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have showed him off today. And he had no formal training. Like, he had left, he had right. Like, he rated his cattle amazing.
Just because you guys
And
talked to him.
Tremendous bite. I mean,
Wow.
like, this dog meant business.
Yep.
Yep, they did not push on him, and he didn't push on them. Like
That's
he
what's
was so good.
At reading his stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That one could make me famous. Like that dog was.
Yeah.
He was the deal.
Yep. That is cool. And I was talking to you the other day, and you come up with a cool saying, and it's going to affect Chance's my $500 bet with Chance. Having was it a mule dog?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was telling Travis that I'm like the mule guy. This is the best dog, except he does this. Like every mule guy you talk to, this is the best mule, except you can't saddle him, except you can't walk behind him, except he doesn't lead. One of these days, I'm going to show up with a tough dog, and he's not going to be
a mule.
That's a really nice dog, except.
Yeah. I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
And I knew it'd tie in with Chance's because he's going to train a mule. Did you hear about the pack?
Oh, you getting a long ear?
I've been looking. Yeah. I've never trained one before, but we'll see.
Oh, that's what makes
He's trying to scare me, and I don't scare that easy.
I want to get Jed's opinion on it. So, Chance, tell him what you want to do.
Okay, so you listen to the podcast probably.
Yep.
Yeah, freaking. You go up in the mountains, and like you said, you like to take one dog, because if that one dog's looking at the other dog, blah, 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 it can make a wreck, right?
Yep.
You need a dog working by himself is best, in my opinion. And when we're working dogs around here, you can load them up and you can call one dog, work it, load it back up, call another dog, work it, load it back up. And I just thought it'd be just as cowboy as shit if you had a wagon full of dogs that followed your horses. And you just, that way you could go a long ways, use a dog when he gets tired, load him up.
See his reaction? That's 99% of the people in the podcast.
If I show up, he would be like, that's freaking cool.
Very much. And we would meet you back at
Is
the
what he's
trailer
laughing-
because you'd never be near us.
He's laughing at is the how hard it's going to be to accomplish this bet. But I'm going to work on it. I'm working on it.
I'm just saying, it's just, could you take a mule and a cart that is got 8-foot wheels on it?
Why, how do you know what my cart's going to look like?
Because it's got to clear, you said 3-foot tall sagebrush. The axle's going to have to clear that.
So you're
half
designing
of-
my cart for me now, huh?
I don't know. Is it's got, it's going to be a
Maybe
rough
it's a
ride.
maybe it's a sled. Who knows? I'll design it. I'll design it. Maybe it's a sled that has runners, can't tip over.
I just want to see you get a mule and get it trained.
That's going to be, yeah. I can't even find one for sale right now.
I think you'd have better chances building dog boxes and loading the dog onto the pack saddle.
Yeah, yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that might be a better route.
might be.
And that wasn't part of the bet.
No, the bet was a wagon, so I got to come up with something. But
And for people out there, feel free to email stockdogsunleashed@gmail.com. And if you've got a mule, send it. Chance will train it.
shut up.
What, you don't want a mule now?
I am looking for a mule.
That's what I just said.
No, it isn't.
Oh, that's what's funny about Mike Bartlett. He was like known as the mule man. I knew him my whole life, and I'd only seen him on one mule ever.
And it was a good mule.
It was a good mule.
I'm
that's
actually
the best one
really
I've seen.
surprised at. I've just been asking around, and I don't even know where to find a mule.
No, I don't.
A young mule, one ready to train. Like you could go find a weanling colt or a 2-year-old tomorrow somewhere. But
Yeah.
a mule, they're like, oh, I don't know. Keep your eye out.
I do have a friend in Elmo. He's down by Price. He's
raise
usually
them?
got some mules kicking around.
Ask around.
Yeah.
I'd like one with a decent temperament, I hear.
Yeah, I went and gathered cows with them.
So would everyone.
They're a different critter.
They smart.
Yeah, they're smart. I was going to go gather cows with them, and they said, hey, you think too much of your horse. Why don't you ride one of our mules? And by the time we got back to the truck, I was so happy that I was on their mule.
Oh, really?
At one point, we were jumping from rock to rock. Like,
That's so tough and good.
yeah, we
They're
found
great.
a 6-point bull elk. He was hanging down in the crevice. It's like it was just a big flat, but there's like 4-foot gaps between all these rocks. Well, this bull elk, he'd fallen down in the rock and is held up by his horns, wedged in the rock, and he died dangling there.
Oh, no kidding.
And this is the trail that we were on, the trail. Like, I was so happy they offered up that mule.
Really?
You know, it was interesting. Those mules, they told me you have to have a little bit of you have to trust them, but don't trust them. If they say it's a bad idea to go, it might be a bad idea to go, but also mules will try to get out of things. So that was the advice they gave me.
Great
You know,
advice.
You know, but shoot, it was like they saddled my mule. Like we tied him up to this big cottonwood tree, then roped a hind foot and stretched him out and threw my saddle on, and we got him untied. And he bucked around for a minute, bucked through this old box spring mattress thing.
This is the one you rode?
Yeah, this is the one I rode.
That's how they had to do that to saddling?
Well, he was a good mule.
Yeah, he's a good
except
mule.
you couldn't saddle him.
This cart thing's going to be really
No, I'm
good.
serious. Like that mule bucked right through. He put all 4 feet right in one of them old box spring mattresses. Jumped out of it, didn't have a scratch on him. They says, "Okay, you're good." I hopped on, and I didn't have a minute's trouble. That was a nice.
Oh, for hell's
It was a
sake.
nice mule, except
You want to pay me now?
Yeah, he was a different critter. Yeah, he just couldn't get a saddle on him.
So, but is your opinion they're all that way?
I have no idea. Richard Daybell, his dad always raised like that nicer end horses in Utah County. He had a really good Skipper W line. Richard bought his mule colt, and he told me that in the time it took for him to make that mule good, he could have made 15 good horses.
No, really?
Yeah, yeah. But it was another nice mule.
Yeah,
it was a nice mule.
I think if you can get one,
And I don't know if it had an accept. I don't know.
I might just have to borrow one. It's not that big a deal. There's got to be a mule out there that'll pull a cart.
You
I
can't
thought
find
you-
one.
Yeah.
I thought you were training one, but I'm
No,
okay
I
with
will
you.
if I have to. All I have to do is show up with a mule and a cart and a dog and
you're right.
drive it through the sagebrush.
I'll still be impressed.
Yeah.
I was going to, when you were talking about training mules, I was going to be really impressed.
Yeah. I can't find one, so we'll just see what happens.
I had two, and they were great. The one, he didn't have an accept he was old, I guess.
Yeah.
He was an old mule.
Well,
But
that's the guy that took me. He was saddling this 30-something-year-old mule. It was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen. It was an appy. So it was spotted. And
it had
then
double whammy, it'd be bad.
Oh, yeah, bad. And, I mean, this mule was like 30 years old, and he bucked around with this guy pretty hard. I'm just like, I hope I'm on the good one. Yeah.
Get out of that microphone. Good Lord.
Makes me so happy. Because chances ego on this mule can just like, oh.
I'm going to have to listen back to this podcast. It could have been a horse, a pony, a
It was a
mule,
mule.
a donkey.
It was a mule or a donkey. Either one is your choice.
Hey, maybe we ought to just look for
We was
miniature
way
mule.
more arguing over the fact that you can't get a cart through sagebrush. And I was like, you're stupid.
Pioneers did.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, good for hell's sakes, the Mormons came clear across the Rocky Mountains. I can get up that hill with a dog.
I think they had some people walking, clearing the track, but I don't know.
I might have to do that.
You'll have one of your kids out there. Clear that track because I'm going that way.
Yep.
Yep. I think it'll be good. I'm excited to see it.
Yep.
In a year.
No, there's no timeline.
I actually listened to that episode. There's a year and a half. You said it.
Yeah. I said maybe.
Well, we're a little
I
off
might
track.
have to listen back to it.
Yeah. And I'm excited. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self something, what would it be?
What is it? Be slow to speak and quick to listen. Yeah, I think that would have helped me out a lot.
Me too.
Yep.
Me and Jed actually talked about me having word vomit. Just
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Heck yeah. I got another one here. What's one piece of advice you can share with the listeners?
Don't be afraid to try. Like, if you want a dog, go get one. Find somebody to help you train. There's groups of people everywhere. People just enjoy it. Like, don't hesitate. Just jump in.
Videos, books.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's the internet's full of stuff.
So many people get a dog and then they're like, oh, he's got potential. So then they hesitate. And it's like,
Yeah,
don't even
don't
hesitate.
hesitate. Jump in, both feet.
You will not regret it.
Yeah.
Even if the dog's not doing what Jed Corless would have it doing, do it anyways. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. It's very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that next question is similar, but I'd like to put it more into like what's your training of it. But it is, what's the biggest takeaway you hope listeners learn from like your training?
Oh, geez. Don't do as I do. No. So I follow Roy's method. Like, it's black and white to me. But a very important part of that I've done myself is stop listening to the dog. Stop asking why. Just me put my foot down saying this is the way it is. Well, you can have a conversation with that dog. If I'm starting a dog in the 16-footer, I may not start that dog the exact same way as I started the last 10, but before I move on to the next step, I want that dog to do that exactly perfect, even though I had to go a different route to get there. I want that dog to do it exactly how Roy's do before I move on. Like, yeah, it might take me 30 works to get that dog perfect in the 16-footer, but you've got to have that perfect before you advance on. I think the communication between you and your dog is everything.
Yep.
You know,
Okay, I agree
I've
with you on
been
that.
too hard on them in the past. I've not been hard enough. You know, really try to pay attention to that dog, the way they're standing, their mind thought. Like, what is the thought in their mind? Like, listen to them, and I think it will really help you move along quickly if you keep an open mind
Yep.
going into it.
One thing I really liked that Richard said today was like, you see what your dog just did? He told you that's what he's going to do. He's going to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
The dog don't ever lies to you.
Oh, yeah.
They tell on themselves right now. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is what I want.
Oh,
This is what I
that's-
want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. And next time you say come by, that's still what I want to do.
Oh, that's Richard. I mean, geez, I need to just brag on that guy because every dog that you guys have watched today and you've seen in the past, honestly, they've come from Richard, and Richard has been there with me to help me through the hard stuff. I can just call him and talk to him. I mean, I owe Richard a huge. I've got in debt huge to Richard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we did talk to him today, and he's a little shy on this podcast thing.
Oh,
But we
yeah.
were going to really
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting on
pinch
there.
him
He
down.
said-
It'd be cool. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, he's so sharp with it, and you saw he is an amazing teacher. He
Yep.
breaks it down to where you can understand it.
Yep. Really
Yep.
does. Yep. He does. Well, I know this is the kind of the getting close to this is my favorite part, quote or joke, or both.
Okay. My favorite joke, it is, what's worse than ants in your pants?
Chance must have heard it. I don't know.
Uncles.
I got a nephew that tells me that one way too many times.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's not
Let's
bad
see
at all.
on a quote. I'm drawing a blank on my quote. I had it, but it's poof gone.
I don't even have one to help you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Maybe it'll come to me.
Yep.
You got
Yeah,
another
okay.
question?
That's it. Unless you got one.
That was all of them, huh? No,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm. It's been an awesome podcast, I think.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming in and,
No.
and taking the time. I know getting on here you're probably a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm a little sweaty.
So thank
This
you, Ray.
freaking facility that we're doing this in is top notch. I'm jealous as can be.
Yeah, if you guys, do you mind if I show the camera around?
Oh, sure.
It's
Have at it.
super cool.
You can see it behind Jed. There's a training facility back there that he usually rides horses and train dogs in the wintertime. And then this is his tack room.
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
it was awesome. It was such a cool area.
Yeah, hopefully that video wasn't too horrible for everyone, but yeah, it is really, it's really neat. So
thank you.
We appreciate.
We appreciate
letting
you letting us come out and,
No.
and play. It
No,
was
thanks
awesome.
for coming. It
Yeah.
was good.
I'd like to do it some more.
Yeah, we need to.
You need to do it some more.
Yeah, thank you.
I needed to. It was awesome.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thanks.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Wait. You can catch all our episodes of Stockdogs Unleashed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Don't miss an episode. Hit that follow button. Without you guys showing your support, we can't keep growing. So join us every week for insights, laughs, and all things ranch life. But seriously, hit that follow button.